we're about to see cards like this and like this and like this. And I'm about to tell you when and where you can get them from, as well as how much you should really be paying for them. Also, how many secret rares are we looking at? And also just a couple of mentions that could give us an idea as to what other cards could possibly be coming to this already loaded set. So first up, when can we get them? Well, the official release date in Japan is Friday the 3rd of December. In the UK, I'd probably say early bird stores will probably see them around about the 9th or 10th of December. Most stores, you're probably looking at week commencing the 13th. How much can you expect to pay for them? If you want to pick some up in the UK, you're probably going to be looking around the benchmark of about £90 to about 110. But bear in mind, especially since we've had a few of the latest announcements, I have seen the bottom end of that scale start to creep up a little bit. So I expect prices to slightly start to rise more towards release. Single packs, you're probably looking around £12 to £13. But again, please only buy from trusted sources, from places that, you know, stores and sellers that you've bought from before. Maybe find some, if you haven't already, where you can clearly see their customers have had good pulls. For a good example of that is the Charizard out of the Japanese promo packs from the anniversary set. But we'll get into more of that later on in the video. Will the price go up or down? Now, personally, this is just purely based off my own research and looking at data over the last 3 or 4 years of different Japanese sets, especially like the high class decks like GX Tag Team and Shiny Star V. I really don't see the price going down at all, especially not with how loaded the set is. Will it stay at the current price? Hopefully. I mean, we can dream, right? I sincerely hope that the price doesn't go through the roof. I hope that scalpers don't get a leg in on this one, because this set is going to be so hard to master set. There's so many cards loaded up, and Pokemon have really gone out their way to just completely give VMAX as a format a really good send-off. And you've seen many of the cards already. They look fantastic. So let's have a look at some of the amazing artworks that are going to be included in this set. Then stick around and I'll give you a couple of examples on where to get the set for yourself. By now, you've most likely seen all the images floating around the internet and social media. The main places to go for all news as soon as it comes out are places like pokebeach.com, pokeguardian.com, which are fantastic. So I'll quickly whiz through the ones that we know about, and towards the end of this little segment, this chapter, we'll highlight the most important ones that may tell us a little bit more about other cards we could potentially see in this set. The majority of the base set will be reprints from the sets previous from this year. So you're looking at cards like Blaziken V from Matchless Fighters. You've got Ice Rider and Shadow Calyrex from Jet Black and Silver Lance, Single Strike and Rapid Strike Urshifu, Rayquaza, Duraludon, and we're even seeing the return of the Big Chunk himself. But obviously what we're really interested in is the new character rares. And to save you time, because I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video, I will put them up on the screen here as we talk a little bit about the set itself. So as far as we know, the base set ends at card number 184. So the first secret rare will be 185. Now the highest number that we've seen so far up until the point of this recording is Blissey V, which comes out at 254. Which means there will be 70 secret rares in this set, which is massive, really, if you think about the cards that are coming out. Will they all be character rares, and will there be more of them? Well, is 254 going to be the highest number? I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're going to throw in some energies, a couple of gold cards, maybe some rainbows. We honestly don't know at this point. What I would say is don't be surprised if we do see a few extras just thrown in there. So unless there's any cards higher than the Blissey V, which is 254, at the moment, it is secured at 70 secret rares. Oh, Jesus, my wallet's going to have a hard time. Now, there are a couple of main mentions that we kind of need to go through to kind of see what may possibly be coming to this set in the future. By in the future, I mean they literally could have been released by the time this video has gone live. So if you want all the latest news, please do follow Nerd Fossil over on Instagram. That's where we post pretty much everything we hear as soon as it comes out. But the first one to mention is, of course, the Gala Friends trainer card. Now, this would be similar to the previous Alolan Friends trainer card, which, to be honest, I could probably sell both my lungs and a kidney and still not be able to afford a copy. So that would be an absolutely amazing addition to the set. That may or may not be added above 254 though. So we're kind of looking at that. Is it going to be more than 70 secret rares, or are they going to just slot that in between the character rares and the character super rares, which we'll get into in a minute. There is also a Snorlax card. Now this one, I haven't seen anyone really talking about this particular card, but I have seen the premise come up, and big shout to PTCG Radio. I will link his channel in the description below. He's much bigger than me. You probably already know who I'm talking about by now. But in his previous video that he posted about this set, he did mention that there were a couple of character rares that in fact previously within the last 12 months have had both an English promo pre-release card as well as a gold version. And of course we're talking about the main three, which are Bronzong, Frosmoth, and Fluffy. So could this mean that we are potentially about to see a Snorlax character rare? And if so, who else would be on the card? So let me know in the comments on that one. I think that's going to be an interesting turn of events. Now, the last mention before we get into where you can buy this set without getting scammed is something that's been doing its rounds on social media this week. Yes, of course, I am talking about the already famous Matt Cully's photoshopped rendition of Leon's Charizard. Now, this very well may not be real, but, and there's a big but I think with how much Pokemon are going above and beyond with this set, I would not be surprised to see a Charizard character rare in VMAX Climax. More so probably a character super rare to go alongside the Pikachu that we've already seen. I mean, there's a Charizard in Starbirth, obviously the English version being Brilliant Star, and if there's a new V, I don't know, transition period, maybe they're looking at giving players the option between a VMAX and a V-Star, who knows. But for now, it's just a playful thought. But hey, we can dream, right? Do you think we're actually going to see a character super rare of Charizard? Let me know in the comments below. And I think that's going to be a nice, healthy debate. Now, the most important part, where can you get your hands on this amazing GOAT set? Well, firstly, I'm going to tell you where not to get them. And that is, of course, Facebook. Sorry, Danny, if you're watching this. Bad accent, I know. Had to do it. I do love the Geordie accent, though. Now, I'm not saying that every seller on Facebook is a scam artist or a scalper. You know, some of them are actually people and businesses that do sell on other platforms that will have seller ratings and trust ratings like places like eBay or their own independent stores if they're connected to things like Google reviews or Trustpilot. But the main concern with Facebook, you do not get any buyer protection at all. Zilch. So just if you are going to buy off Facebook, please do be careful, especially if you're looking at buying for family and friends maybe, or you want to guarantee your delivery before Christmas. Now, I'll give you some of my recommendations in just a second, so hang around for that. But if you don't have any go-to stores or go-to sellers that you use on a regular basis, maybe you're buying for a friend or family member for Christmas, and you want to have that peace of mind of having buyer protection, then probably your best bet is going to be eBay. Now, of course, this is based on sealed booster boxes. Don't buy single packs. They are very easily weighed, and especially the cheaper ones are the cheaper prices are at massive high risk of you getting sent dud packs, basically. So again, just if you're going to buy single packs, please, please do buy off people that you trust, people you've bought from before. It's Christmas. Now is not the time to be getting scammed. So ideally, this is where you would go if you've run out of other sources, or maybe you've just started collecting. The prices on eBay will be a little bit more expensive, and they probably will fluctuate incredibly quickly. As we've previously mentioned, if there is even a sniff of a Charizard character rare, the prices are instantly going to climb. Again, in the last 24 hours, I've already seen a lot of the sellers on eBay increase their prices from about 90 quid up to 100. So there's £10 increase literally overnight. Now, if you don't mind waiting, which all of us pretty much don't want to wait, but if you don't mind waiting, you can, of course, either pre-order or wait until the 3rd and order directly from Japan. A couple of tips on this, though, is if you can keep your order under £130, which of course does include delivery. So if you're looking at getting, maybe spending £80 on booster boxes and then 20 quid delivery, that's 100 quid, sweet, you get it delivered. You'll probably avoid any customs fees if it does go over 130. So say if you spend £120 and then you get £20 shipping, 140 quid total, you probably will get hit with a few custom fees. But the main 3 places you're looking at if you do want to get them a little cheaper yourself direct from Japan are going to be Hello Japan, Plaza Japan, and Mecca Japan. Japan. Anyone would think they were Japanese. So what are my personal recommendations? Well, here's a couple of independent stores that I have used for my own personal collection. I'm not affiliated with any of these stores or sellers, but I have never had any issues with them myself, and communication is incredibly good as well. So I'm going to list off 2 stores, which mainly I would probably say that one of the, if not the largest UK distributor of Japanese products is going to be Japan to UK. I'll of course link all these in the description below. If you're looking to support a small business at decent prices, I would try Cosmic Collectibles. They're actually pretty good as well. And then of course you've got your YouTubers. Again, like I mentioned earlier, the man that of course got us really excited and then 2 seconds later broke our hearts when we found out that the Charizard was photoshopped, Matt Quilly. Again, I've seen plenty of his customers pull in base set Charizards from the Japanese promo packs. He's very trusted in the community. He's a good guy. So you can head over to his store. And of course, a bigger channel, you're looking at Pokerand, Randolph, that of course you probably already know about. I mean, he's already got his custom Voltex binder, as well as he now runs ace grading. And of course, the list would not be complete without telling you that our store, Nerd Fossil, will also be stocking these for our weekly box breaks that we do every Friday night on Twitch, and our prices will compete with the stores previously mentioned. So just because we're going to be streaming it, you're not going to end up paying 2 or 3 more times the price. Don't know why people do that. So if you get a little bit bored opening them up on your own and you want to have some opened up with myself and a warm, welcoming community of Pokemon fans and collectors, head over to nerdfossil.com to pre-order yours and join our Discord in the link below to find out when we are going to be getting the stock in and when we're going to be streaming it. I will also, for you people that much prefer YouTube, I will also be having a big opening of VMAX Climax here on the channel. So if you don't want to miss that, please do hit the subscribe button and smash a like on this video. It would hugely help me out with the ultra beast that is the YouTube algorithm. And apparently, for every like, you actually get better pack luck. I mean, it's fact. Look it up. And until next time, again, really appreciate you watching. Be safe, don't get scammed, and I hope you get some great pulls. Ta-da!